So this video is going to be a little bit different than what I'm used to doing because all of my videos are me getting in front of the camera, not having a script, just talking from the heart. And that part's going to stay the same. But this isn't just something that I was thinking about earlier today. This is something that I've been thinking about for my whole life. But the reason I'm talking about it now is because a good friend came up to me to talk recently, and he talked about how there was something missing in his life and that he didn't feel truly happy. Which was interesting to me because from the outside looking in, he had everything. All the worldly things that you could ever imagine. But what I came to realize is that that's not what happiness truly comes from. Sure, it makes this life a lot more comfortable. Obviously, if you don't have some of the things of this world, you're not going to be able to live a comfortable life. But what I came to realize is that he wasn't happy because things weren't exactly going his way at the time. Or so he thought. Now, when I really start to think about this, I sort of got into my more Catholic sense. So the advice I was giving him came from the perspective of a practicing Catholic. And I've made that very clear on these videos that I am a practicing Catholic. And what I talked about was that God has a plan for everybody. And just because things aren't going your way at the moment doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. You have to go through the tough times to experience the good. And the only way that you can be truly happy in this life, and I mean truly happy and accept everything that comes to you as a blessing, is if you put your trust in the hands of God and realize that everything happens because of Him. When I started thinking that way, everything changed. I took things that would have deeply affected me before and just accepted them. And that doesn't mean that they still don't hurt. I mean, if you work really hard for something and then it doesn't pan out as you wish, of course that's gonna suck a little bit, for lack of a better word, but when you really come to realize that God has a plan for everyone, including yourself, then you can kind of just rest easy. So I'm sure everyone on the internet has seen that meme where it's something going on in your life and then it just shows the world zooming out and says, does it really matter? It's basically talking, in the grand scheme of things, does this really matter? The answer is no. But it's also yes, now that I think about it. Because God has a plan for you. And in order to get to this goal, it's not going to be a straight line. It's going to be like this, that's going to come back, and then you're going to think you're right there, and then God's going to throw you another curveball, and then eventually you're going to end up at that goal. That's how life works, I think. I haven't really experienced too much of it. I'm not even 20 years old yet. But from what I've seen, from what I've noticed, from what I've learned, every single person has gone through some sort of tough time to experience the success they truly deserved and desired. Everything happens for a reason. And everything you can either take as a punishment or as a lesson. The choice is really yours. And you're the only one who can make that choice. So I'm going to end this off with the exact quote from the Bible. The thing is, I wrote down 3 different sentences right here where I was supposed to write this quote. So I might be reading the wrong thing, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. To those who love God, all things work together unto good. Romans 8:28. If you really believe in God, if you really think that He has a plan for you, then everything that happens in your life is good, whether you believe so or not. So take that with a grain of salt and realize that everything is happening because He has a plan for you. Keep having a great day, keep working, and keep taking those hits as a lesson, and I promise you'll be served better for it. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.